Hello, everyone. My name is The Gig. Let's introduce our co-hosts. Go ahead. Let's start alphabetical for the other two here. First up, Adam
Hi, I'm Adam. I like giant robots.
and Garuda.
Hello, I am Garuda. I also like giant robots.
Damn, I'm the odd one out here. Anyway, just kidding. I also like giant robots, and
You do?
oh, it's just I need to keep up the illusion. I know what I'm saying. Anyway, today we're just doing an amateur little podcast thing here today of 9 pitches for Super Robot Wars 30, a concept that is inspired by Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast, who also does a similar thing for wrestling. And my stupid brain decided, what if I applied this to giant robots, and I somehow convinced two other people that this was a good idea, and it's too late for them to back out now.
Oh, you never convinced me it was a good idea. I'm still gonna do it.
Hey, I like armchair devs.
I mean, it's not really,
Oh, it's
it's
just
not,
like that, isn't it?
it's not even armchair deving. It's literally just like you're not even on the armchair. It's in your head. Like it's not you're not
Yeah.
even sitting down for this shit. It's just something you're gonna forget later on.
It's all in our heads.
But
We're
the
just
concept
trapped in our
here,
mind palaces.
but the concept here is that we each will give a pitch for Super Robot Wars 30 of it's not a prediction. It's not what we think might happen. It's something that we want to happen. Whenever kind of little egregious or just genuine, just fucking, I want to see this thing happen. Or sometimes it's just, I'm gonna go bonkers and see if these other two react. I'm hoping for that last one personally.
Sometimes you just gotta go full monkey.
Just gotta go with it.
Let's go ape. Apes on typewriters. So I was thinking that we would go in alphabetical order according to what we have on Discord here. So we'll go, if it's alright with you guys, you can go Adam with his pitch, and then Gruda with his pitch, then me, and we'll repeat that 3 times. Hence, 9 pitches.
Sounds good to me.
Alright then,
Just
so
up front, I want to say that I just want to say I promise none of these pitches are actually all that good. At least on my end.
Who cares, man? It's our first time doing this. Like, this is a creative writing, improv, have fun thing. And if
That's
anyone,
kind of
whoever listens to this, I hope you also hear this, get inspired, make your own pitches for things you want to see, not what you think you're going to see, what you want to see, that would make you personally happy, or would make you laugh, or would make someone you don't like furious.
Are you hitting your table, Gig?
Yes, I was.
That's probably a good idea on recordings.
I was getting into it. We could
Okay.
just.
He's all fired up, people.
I am in here for pitches. But
He loves robots.
yeah, but
We're
we'll
all for it
go.
today.
Let's start with Adam. What is your first pitch for Super Robot Wars 30?
So, since we have, a lot of fantastical Super Robot Wars series, like the King of Kings, Gal Gaigar vs. Betterman, Get a Robot Armageddon, Mazinger Z Infinity, Knights of Magic, Gunnock Sword, Magic Knight Rayearth. I feel like including SSSS Gridman. I feel like there's gonna be a point where all hell breaks loose, literally and figuratively, and everyone's gonna have to deal with the combined forces of all just these like horrific monsters from beyond the veil showing up. This would be a good point for Demon Bane to be in it, but the less we talk about Demon Bane, probably the better. And it becomes a thing of everyone's got to team up and defeat him, and I forget her name because it's been a while since I watched Quad S Gridman. She's working with like the Dr. Hell and all those baddies, and she's contributing
Akane.
her creations to the
Akane, right?
yeah
Akana, yes, that's her name.
Akane. She's just contributing all of her Hell creations into this fold too. So there's going to be a plot point of everyone needing to team up to destroy all the Eldritch horrors.
So those Eldritch horrors, if we're going by the plot of Gridman, would just be the internet.
Yeah, the internet's part of this too.
Yes. So the internet just bleeds into the real world,
Yep.
and we all suffer.
Alongside those horrible Black Death monsters from Armageddon, but since there's like no other post-apocalyptic thing, and I don't think they're gonna repeat Z's high fantasy with robots setting, it'll probably just be like a dimensional break of sorts.
So Pitch is just literal hell breaking.
I mean, one of the bad guys is just straight up called Dr. Hell.
Yeah,
so,
he's
you
Dr.
know.
Hell. You know, his skin was always purple. You know that, right? Even before he was evil.
Oh yeah.
He was just a researcher with purple skin for some reason.
Look, I don't make fun of your skin.
Oh,
Just,
you make
you
me
can
feel bad.
insult the man's evil, but like his skin, man, that feels like it's going a bit too far.
Damn it, Gag.
But first pitch, safe softball. I have no problem with it. No real
good.
questions for it.
Yeah.
All right, pitch accepted. We're
Yeah, it's a pretty good pitch.
putting this in the envelope, sending it to BB Studio, and accidentally putting Ban Presto on it so it gets lost in the mail. All right, next up, Garuda.
Yay. Okay. So my first pitch, I'm gonna lead to my best one, and this will work like a small scenario in any SRW game. Really, it'd be nice if another couple issues were in here while I did this, but it's basically going to be called the scenario of the bad dads, where every single bad dad comes together and is in a scenario together. So you have like Shinji's dad. Feel free to insert any that I forget. You have Bright. I guess he kind of doesn't. He's a bad dad. They have Hathaway's Flash in there.
I mean, he did fuck.
He doesn't
want
want to be a bad dad, but he is
There's
a
a lot
bad
of bad dads that don't want to be a bad dad, and they're a bad dad.
yeah.
I mean, Gendo Okari wants to be a bad dad if it means getting his wife back
Oh god, yeah. 100%.
Anyway, continue.
and his small clone wife. So what other bad dads are there? I know. Oh yeah, there's a couple bad dads from Galgagar and Better Man. One of the main characters from Better Man, you don't realize is a bad dad until they reveal that this character is actually his daughter halfway through. At the last episode of the show. It's wild.
It loved me a last second bad dad.
They reveal that he's a bad dad. He's like, oh, my wife abandoned you, and I didn't really know what to do, so I brought you to work with me where all these worms are. So, I have trouble collecting my thoughts on this one. I had some other ideas, but I lost some of them. So it was like an episode of Bad Dad where, all the bad dads hang out. They talk about how bad of dad they are. And Bright says, no, I'm nothing like you, Gendo Akari. I'm totally great.
Just bad dad
That's all I have.
revelations.
Yes, just they all sit on an island and think about what bad dads they are.
Okay,
It takes place after the plot of the fourth act of a movie.
Okay, so on the subject of the bad dads, do you want the dads to improve in a way, or do you just want them to just realize just how dog shit bad they are, and then it's just like, damn, I'm a bad.
I want
dad.
them to all think they're a bunch of shitbags. Oh, they could also do the bad dad from Victory Gundam. There's a scene where I think Uso's dad shows him, "Hey son, you'll have to learn how to throw knives, and I'm also training you to fight in mobile suits."
I can handle bad dad. I can
Yeah,
fucks
bad
with
dads.
bad dads. I don't fuck bad dads.
It's a great premise.
I don't fuck bad dads though. I only
sure?
fuck good dads.
So I don't think any of them needed a redemption. It's just they all really is what piece of shits they are.
You just want a level that's just look at all these bad fucking
I just
dads.
want- I want each of them to go, "I'm nothing like you. I totally care about my child." And I want you to go, no, actually, I don't care about Shinji at all. He can die for all I care.
Yeah, I'll accept the
Where's
Island of Bad
Shinji?
Dads. Adam, any input
Yeah,
from you?
that sounds good.
Okay, well, I took the creative writing portion of this pretty fucking deep. My pitch is gonna have a good bit of lead. Okay, so my first pitch is that around the midpoint of the game, Ernie from Knights and Magic, this tiny child who is awful but is obsessed with robots and doesn't have any real sense of morality outside of that, he starts acting a bit weird. He just suddenly will just leave in the middle of cutscenes or like in the middle of the visual novel segments and just go hang out with this Ikaruga. It's meant to make the player go, what is going on? What's happening here? And then like suddenly during some stages, Ernie, like completely unprompted in the middle of other series plot beats, will say something like suspicious related to, which hints at the mechanic that is my first pitch. My pitch is, the point system you use to unlock secrets throughout the stages?
Yeah.
Well, Ernie can steal those points. By stealing the points, in stealing the secret itself, you lose the secret, but Ernie's Ikaruga gets powered up in some way related to the series secret he stole. So if he steals he steals the secret that would have saved 4, well, you lose 4, but the Ikaruga gets some kind of psychocommu thing. And then you just go through the series and like something related to L game, and then like I don't know, you lose fucking Auntie from Gridman, and then all of a sudden Ikaruga's fucking huge.
No. I would think none of this would be service to the player. It would be completely in the background.
Oh yeah, no, it's one of those things where it'd be like fucking Undertale Deltarune, where you're doing some stupid ass shit that's not really that fun to prove a point. And the benefit is that for like less resources, you can just have a super powerful Ikaruga, but at the cost of just having no secrets whatsoever. You just lose secrets; they're gone. Ernie ate them, and then the twist you can add is like if you have Ernie eat too much secrets and his Ikaruga gets too powered up, he just goes full shot weapon and it's just like, look at my powerful Ikaruga. I need to test this on better things. And then he just turns his Ikaruga on you for a bad end.
Yep. No, he's the final boss, and it takes all you can to kill him.
Yeah, but it's like a secret route thing.
Yeah.
You just derail the plot of SRW 30 entirely just because of this greedy little kid.
Yeah. It would be cool if it happened not at the actual end of the game, but like 75% through, where Ernie's like, oh no, I killed the final boss already. Now I'm gonna kill all of you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's at the midpoint of the game, so like you're gearing up to hit like cash in your secrets. Or it's like around midpoint you start unlocking secrets usually. It's like minor secrets, and then like you get like bigger units later on. It's like around the midpoint you can just lose out on a secret, and then Ikaruga gets a power up. That's just like, wait, what happened?
Of course, Ernie would do that.
He's just shot.
Oh no, my Jared Mesasika. I wanted him. Yeah, he's just shot weapon. You know what happens to shot weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gets cursed to live for eternity inside a mountain.
And hey, that could probably happen in Knights of Magic. If you lose the final battle, it's just in the next SRW, there's Ernie, just fucking old as shit, still powering up his Ikaruga's like, hey, old save bonus, bitch, and then murks your entire team.
And then fucking Ernie dies, and then he gets reincarnated back into his old world.
Any questions?
Any questions? No, I think that's a really good pitch, Gig. It's just I think I would get pretty pissed if my game ended halfway through and I'd have to start over.
I mean, this series already has unrealistic expectations for replaying it, so might as well.
I mean, this isn't as bad as Alpha 3, where if you don't finish the game under a certain number of turns, you get the bad end automatically.
Isn't that also tied into Idion?
No, I think... Is it? I thought that was just like a thing.
I mean, to
Maybe
be
tied into
fair,
Idion.
in SRW, there's a lot of requirements to get a good ending.
Yeah. I know in Alpha 3, if the Idion takes too much damage at any point in the game, it just ends.
Yeah.
I don't
But
think
that's
that
just
was
like
I don't think that was an alpha. That was in F and F final.
Oh, it was? I thought that was an Alpha
Oh,
thing.
yeah, F and F final was... Oh, God. F and F final was if Idion blows up, you game over.
Actually, I think
I
Edian
thought
can
it was
die
if
in
the
an
ED
alpha
gauge fills
idle,
up.
but also like I think Edian couldn't die in alpha either, but also in F and F final, you had to get Idion really fucked up to get its good attacks, and also when it gets its last good attack, it can just go berserk, and a unit going berserk in SRW is the worst shit possible. It's a bad mechanic outside of a couple of things, in my opinion. But let's not have hot takes today.
That's a good pitch gig. It is accepted by the council.
I accept it out of default because I've actually not seen that anime yet.
Don't watch it. It's kind of aggressively mid. But that's why Gig likes it.
Sounds aggressive, so...
If you want to experience Knights and Magic, genuinely just read the manga, or find the light novels.
Nah, read the manga. You don't need to spend that much of your time reading a light novel. There's better books you could be reading.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, literally every other option to take in Knights and Magic is better than the animes, like at worst.
Mm-hmm. At least Robot CG is good, but
Oh yeah, it is surprisingly good CG.
yeah. But those character designs, well, besides from Ernie, I can't remember what anybody looks like. They're all so generic.
Hey,
Remember
sometimes
Ernie's
you
Friends?
need generic.
No, you really don't.
Well, I need generic.
I know, you're the mid-anime man.
Okay, first off, you're right. Second off, who cares? Do you accept my pitch or not?
Yes.
Okay, I accept your pitch.
Good. Ernie, the bad end man. Let's go to pitch number 2 for everyone. Adam.
So, in lieu of my first pitch of horrible death things, I think there might be a weird... there will be weird timeline pacing in this. So, because we have both original Gundam, Zeta, CCA, Narrative, and Victory, there will be a point where, because we don't have Double Zeta here, it's just going to super fast track into the plot of Char's counterattack, and then they're going to pull Super Robot Wars D, where Axis actually does fall on the Earth, and then it brings up better context for stuff like Code Geass, Leash of the Resurrection, Get a Robo Armageddon, Guncross Sword, Narrative and Victory being together in the same place. Like, just weird fast-tracking pacing, and then there's a time skip after the Axis hits the Earth, and it's everyone trying to recover on the Earth.
Okay, so the Axis gets pulled off, and like that falls, and that's the framing device for the game, right?
More like the Axis falls around like mission 30, like it just ends up being really late game, and then the last few missions are trying to like resolve it. Or just go into like super magic bullcrap with Magic Knight Rayearth and Knights and Magic, where they just term time back.
Alright, I was feeling it for a bit, and then you said like mid or late game, and then I kind of cooled off on it.
Yeah, something similar happens in Alpha Gaiden, but that's like a scenario like 15.
Yeah, they
Alpha
also
Gaiden
fix it in Alpha Gaiden.
Alpha Gaiden has like a good number of things happening like that at least.
Yeah. If you don't want weird UC pacing, don't play A Portable where it's all over the map.
Oh yeah, it is.
Weird UC pacing is the name nowadays because they absolutely refuse to not have Char's counterattack and then something a little bit later after that.
I mean, A Portable doesn't have Char's counterattack, it just has a new Gundam. I think the same thing was GC, where they just brought in the new Gundam, but it's 1-year War Amuro.
If we're having the access drop, that's setting up for other series. Is it like, does that mean a bunch of series will be entering late because of access, or?
Possibly, yeah.
And then we do SRW 31, where we have Gundam X, Tournay Gundam, Zabungle, and something else.
Really?
Flip shows.
Really, I'm going with a mid pitch because this was kind of a little bit of a Super Robot Wars idea I personally had myself, so it kind of fits.
I mean, I would say like I'm conditionally accepting your pitch, but for me, like I would be way harder on it if like Axis dropping was like in the first like 10 or 15 stages, and then that's the stage set for everything else. Like, I'll take the general pitch of Access dropping, not Access dropping at, like, stage 30. So I will plagiarize the shit out of your pitch and send that to Bamco instead.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a good pitch, Adam. It needs a little reworking.
Access dropping is one of those things that I feel is, like, really should pop up more in SRWs. Like...
Yeah.
You can open up a lot of series by actually having Access hit.
Yeah, you can time it with Getter Armageddon, where their armor disappears at the end of CCA, and so does Ryoma at the same time. And then, oh hey, look, they both wake up in the mood together.
Okay, and I guess that's one accept and one conditionally accept. So on to Garuda.
Okay, let me read the pitch for my second one. This one's kind of bad, and I probably should have given more thought, but I'm going to do it anyway. So on my pitch here, I just have written Digimon.
I can see it.
Here's why Digimon should be an SRW. You see, we already have SSS Gridman, so you could easily just justify it with, digital world. All in a digital world. So you see, the plot of Digimon goes like... I forgot what I was going to say. They can just do the plot of Digimon Tri if they really want to, but... the whole digital world thing works in a lot better with the digital world part of SSS Gridman. And just throughout the game, there's just Digimon everywhere, but people don't come on and are like, oh yeah, there's just a weird floating ball right here that talks to you.
So it's not even really Digimon's part of the series. Digimon's just there.
Yeah, Digimon is just there.
The reason it's not on the cast list is it's not actually an active thing. Digimon just exists.
And then like halfway through the game, the kids from the real world show up, and oh wait, we all live in a digital world. This is the real world. This is the digital world. Okay. We're all part of a video game, man.
Here's the question: which Digimon series?
Original.
That would be good for a date.
Yes, because the whole explanation for the digital world working is that it's just a bunch of random junk data that people delete off their computers. So somebody deleted their copy of CCA from their computer. Whoops, it's a digital world now.
I do love that, like, you didn't have any plan other than Digimon.
Yeah, just Digimon. You see, I like Digimon. It's pretty
Digimon.
Good. Mm-hmm. Oh,
they're digital like, monsters. Hey. They are the champions.
Yeah. If Digimon ever gets an SRW, there's going to be somebody who's like, why aren't they using the English OP?
Oh, God.
It's going to be so fucking cursed. Where's Where's my ska music? Why isn't there any ska?
I mean, ska
Yeah.
is powerful, so I can understand it, but
One of the ultimate attacks is actually just one of the Digimon skanking.
And then you could easily do a sequel in Digimon Tri. Or you could do O2 first and then to Tri. They run pretty well into each other, and then you can just do a time skip to Tri. Or you just, do another game where it's just
Yeah,
what Digimon
after
already happened, but it's
after
Tri.
after Axis hits the Earth, it transitions to Tri.
Yep. Could Axis hit in the digital world, not the real world?
Oh, of course, because
And the
Axis
powers of
isn't real.
darkness took over. Mhm.
Okay, I am down for surprise Digimon. Now that you've said a bunch of
Yeah, one last thing. I would still love for Super Ors to fix Digimon Tri, because I don't know if you watched it, Gig, but it's bad.
I have heard from big into Digimon friends that Tri hurt them.
Yes.
Try
I
hurt them
fucking
deeply.
cried at the end of movie 3, but I still hate it.
I hate it when
fair
shit
enough.
like kind of bungles the beginning and middle, but sticks the fucking landing. Like I feel that way for like Final Fantasy 15. Like I was miserable playing you. You do not get to have such
Zabungles
an
it?
emotionally impactful ending. Fuck you.
I know. Because, that emotionally impactful stuff is just banking off your love for Digimon.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how things
Yeah,
should
'cause-
work. It's not bad.
that sounds about right.
It just
If you don't
means
know
they
this,
fucked up
the
everything
original
else.
final boss of Digimon, its backstory was changed in the dub, but the original backstory of the final boss of Digimon was a Pokemon who existed like a weird nether realm between the real and digital world. And the excuse for why he existed is he was like congealed malice of all the Digimon who they explain this only a little bit. But through Digivolution, some Digimon get digivolve into something completely useless and just die immediately. And their malice eventually build up of them dying worthlessly into a single Digimon outside of reality.
Digimon's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
A Pokemon has a line in English dub where he goes, "Why do you get the pizza and I get the crust?" That's how he explains how mad he is. Because they live the happy life. They get the pizza while he gets the crust. Even though the crust is the best part of pizza.
Yeah, piece
Okay, on to the next pitch. We will not be having this discussion on this day.
Okay, you didn't say if you liked it or not.
I've said I liked your pitch.
Okay, what do you think, Adam?
I like it. Completely implausible, but I like it as personally.
Well, hey, Digimon is
it's-
Bandai Namco. It's not out of the remote possibility.
Let's have a fucked up expansion pack where it actually just replaces like parts of the main game and just has Digimon awkwardly inserted into.
Did you see Agumon in the background of CCA?
See, it just works like the
Oh wait,
mini-
actually, Hero's a Digimon.
it works like the minicon system from the Transformers Armada PS2 game. You get the
Yeah.
minicons and you get power ups.
Oh, I just remember the cursed lore from the Digimon book I read as a kid, where there was Minicon suicide bombers.
Oh God.
Wait,
Because you want to guess
Digimon?
it came out in 2000s. No, Minicon.
You said
From
a Digimon
Transformers.
book you read.
No, it was a Transformers book I read.
Yeah, no, Transformers does that shit.
It's
like
fucked
does
up.
shocking shit whenever it works or not.
Hmm.
Okay, on to my second pitch. I figured DLC would be kind of, a cheap pitch, but fuck it. My second pitch is like, there's 4 OG units showing up for DLC, and like, one of them will probably be each from a major saga. So like, something from Z, something from Compact, something from a recent VTX stuff. But I want the 4th unit to be the main guy and girl from Cross Omega. Entirely so
Oh.
Cross Omega is forever represented in a video game. And you cannot
You're
ignore
right.
it no more.
Isn't the
will
Cross
be-
Omega piloted by like a guy and 2 girls?
It was either, I think the first unit was a guy and a girl, and it was a kind of like the artists of Cross Omega made everyone like thickly built, like not like
They're
muscled
all
up.
thick.
Yeah, like the dude
Yeah,
is like the dude is built like a barrel, but like femboy barrel kind of way. Like he's
Yeah.
and then like the girl is legit just a BBW. So that's my pitch. BBW supremacy. We bring Cross Omega into the main series forever. It's always going to be DLC, by the way. It will always be a DLC option. Mandatory DLC,
This
by
is
the
so
way.
big
You have
brain
to
gig.
download it.
There's just body pillows everywhere for some reason of all these characters.
I have this
Don't worry
massive
about it.
mouse pad, but please don't look too closely at it.
Fucking Bright Noah's mouse
Worry
pad.
about it.
What is on Bright Noah's mouse pad?
I mean,
Amuro.
Amuro with big pecs.
Yep.
it absolutely no one in UC Gundam is actually built, so it'd be the most uncomfortable mouse pad in human.
No, it's embellish.
It's just his squishy cheeks.
Actually, yeah, Amuro's young Amuro's chubby cheeks on his face, fucking puffed up in anger, and that's what you rest your wrists on.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Cross Omega. Yay or nay?
Well, it's because they also in Cross Omega they also had like the pilot of the Huckleberry and Grungust in V, right?
I don't
Remember
think
them?
Lottie and Velt showed up in actually Cross Omega. Like Velt made a cameo appearance
No,
for someone else's.
No, what I'm saying is they made up like a third character by that artist in Cross Omega who pilots the Huckleberry, who talks about those two.
No, Velt trains up someone to pilot the V version of another version of the V Huckleberry, but it is someone made by the normal artist of Cross Omega.
Okay, because I remember because
it is a titty
they had the
lady.
same No, they had the same outfit as the VNX characters. I think she had the same outfit as Velt.
I can't think of anyone like that. Then again, it's Cross Omega. There's 8 billion
Okay.
things to remember about it.
Okay, I'll find it. Just give me a minute.
Well,
You just do your thing.
I mean, my pitch is done, so we are on.
I guess on to Adam then.
Yep, Adam, what's your finale?
So, my finale is just
No, it doesn't
the
have
game
to
goes.
actually be the finale. It could actually just be your last pitch.
The game goes completely unhinged in its plot because V had insane time skip stuff going on. Well, not time skip, but alternate dimension stuff. X took place in Giant Robot Fantasyland, and T was a little bit more grounded, but we were doing planet hopping a lot, so kind of slightly banking off of Garuda's second pitch. Most of 30 is going to take place in the internet, where everyone gets kind of sucked in, and that's how you justify stuff like L Game, Ray Earth, Majestic Prince, Night and Magic just showing up. There is Char's counterattack plot is going to be out the window. A lot of the Gundam plots are just going to be out of the window. It's mostly going to be narrative, and the Phoenix is going to be affecting the internet somehow. So everyone's got to team up to save the internet, because if they don't save the internet, then all their collective worlds will just blow up or something from a horrible evil virus made from the actual big bad of Gridman, who is working in conjecture with like Dr. Hell, the Combattler V villain.
So you mean Alexis Curb, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
That is unhinged, I have to say, and
No,
I don't like how
no,
unhinged it.
they actually pull back, and it's actually just Tim Curry.
Yes.
The literal actual real life
just-
internet being at stake instead of a digital world. It's like, no, Google is in danger. Twitter. Oh wait, you can't. If you had Google and Twitter in danger, the player would just actually turn it off.
Also, to
Yeah,
add
I
into
would
that,
just-
like I said, been a while since I've seen Gridman, but the main character's friends in Gridman, they're actually existing outside the computer, so they're kind of like your handlers in the real world. And as like weird shit goes down in the internet, weird shit goes down in the real world. So just like, oh my god, you need to save the internet. Like memes are coming to life and they're destroying the economy and the environment. NFTs
Oh, no.
have grown too powerful.
No.
Oh, God damn it.
Real life, you have to kill the NFTs.
Yes.
I want to kill an NFT.
They've created the NFTs. Char Aznavour's trying to sell off an NFT of the Nightingale. Let's stop
oh no.
him.
He's trying to fund Axis Xeon.
A disclaimer: I don't know if the Nightingale's in there because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure what MSV is. Like what portion, what MSV portion of
that
Gundam
is-
that is.
That is MSV from the 90s, specifically at Okawarju. Like, the G line is MMSV.
Ah, okay, cool.
Nightingale is very specifically, I think when Nightingale shows up, it's listed as Betlachika's children.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
listed as
So,
Bellatrix's
well,
children. So Amro's probably going to upgrade to New Gundam in form of an MMSV suit.
yeah. Amuro has to like explain to Char how NFTs are killing Earth, and Char's like, "Oh no, this will bring out a new ice age. I don't need to drop a rock. I can just run thousands of graphics cards here on the internet."
Oh no!
And this somehow leads to the entrance of King Gainer because gaming has been ruined. I'm kidding.
Oh no, King Gainer gets off his butt because he can't be the king of gaming anymore.
I could,
You could also easily plug Digimon to this because
Yeah, I was about
apparently
to
there
say-
are more than one.
I was up to
Because
say.
apparently there are more than one digital world.
I was up to say, like, I was gonna wait till like the very end before we, after we approve it and go into Gruda's pitch. I was genuinely gonna say thank you for pitching Digimon the movie.
No, it's
Oh.
not Digimon the movie. Actually, it's kind of like Digimon the movie because Digimon the movie is three different things stapled together.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
I'll add into my pitch. Brave Police J Decker. Instead of the normal thing they do, they're actually a cybersecurity division,
Oh,
and the Bettermen are actually literal computer viruses.
well, you see, the Bettermen are actually the plot of Betterman is the Bettermen are actually the good guys.
White Hat Hacker.
I haven't watched Betterman. I thought they were the bad
Okay.
guys.
So the whole plot of Betterman is actually a big body metaphor. The Bettermen are good things, and the main villain of Betterman, you don't realize this because they render his name like Kankel, but his name is actually Cancer.
Oh. Okay, so he's
So they kill Cancer at the end.
Okay, so he's the literal computer virus. Got it.
Yes,
And
his
he
name
can-
means cancer.
Yeah, and he takes control of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
But yeah, short version is just it's a giant internet metaphor.
You know, that's a pretty good pitch.
I
Adam.
love that
I really
pitch.
like that. Yeah.
That was like grand slam, like 2 strikes down, 3 balls. You just decided fucking swing for the fucking fences.
Thank you.
I'm kind of upset because it kind of is part of my last pitch.
I mean, let's go.
Not
Let's.
entirely, but it was
I
good
think
part of what I
all-
was pitching.
If I'm understanding what you're sounding like, I think all of our last pitches are kind of unhinged.
Yes.
All right, go.
So-
Gruda.
That's what
for
makes
about-
it fun.
Yeah, so for my last pitch, I was going to talk about Gundam Build Fighters.
Oh no.
So, I was going to Gundam Build Fighters, but it's also Divers in a sense, where the digital world part is part of the MMO. Or if Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise, part of the MMO breaks into another world. So I was thinking, what would happen if the characters from those mecha anime came to the actual real world of Build Fighters, where those things don't exist? So part of the plot of SRW 30 is Ryoma has to fight in a tournament with his custom Get a Robo Black.
Jesus.
That's how the Black Getter came about. He grabbed a Get a Robo high grade off the shelf and he just painted it black because he thought it was cool.
Oh my god.
I'm glad we're all just realizing. Oh wait, we could do stupid shit with Digital World.
And just people walk up to Amuro and he's like, "Nice Amuro cosplay, dude." And everybody
like-
doesn't question them because they're just cosplayers to them.
So like the pitch is like after a certain point they just go into the real world.
Yep. And then I imagine the characters from Build Fighters go into the digital world again so we can finish the plot. But there's just like a 10-stage stretch where every single character's in the real world, and there's a scene where they all build Gunpla together.
Hey, I have a suggestion to make it even more impactful. All the character sprites and portraits just actually changed to live action actors.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Just
That
go
would-
completely
that'd
off
be
the
great.
rails.
But actually, it's like Ernie. This is actually Ernie's world, and he was just reincarnated to a video game. There's the whole plot where Ernie goes back home. Everybody's like, "I'm glad that dude's dead,"
Jesus.
and he doesn't care.
You just
And then
fit
you-
that in just because you needed an outlet for Get Mad at Knights and Magic.
And then they could do that. You remember Reiji from original, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they can do a thing where Reiji's actually from that world, and he travels here using the thing, and that's how they all get back.
Okay, so Garuda last pitch.
What do y'all think?
Build fighters into real world. I accept it.
I actually really dig the thought that like the entire plot of the game could just be like all the main characters of the respective series are actually just turbo nerds. They're just inadvertently recreating the plots that they're from in internet digital world. I really like it. So that is an
The
A++
excitement
for
shattered.
It's
me.
good.
The excitement sent him to the Shadow Realm.
Oh yeah, then Yu-Gi-Oh could be in there too.
I'm taking the pitch. It's good and sent up. Now
Nice.
is everyone ready for my last pitch? Because I think I'm
I'm-
on a level of unhinged that you might not be ready.
I'm prepared. Go off. Just go off, Gig.
Alright, I'm going to read it directly from the open office document I have open that I wrote up in like a fucking haze in the middle of work, bored out of my mind.
Okay. Do you also want to paste it into Discord so we can read it along with you?
Oh, no, you only get this from my voice. I'll paste it later.
Okay.
The other people
I
may
wanna
see
read
it
this
in
later.
Yeah. Okay. My third pitch. During the Gridman climax, we get the series of scenes from the original show where Akane, overcomes her doubts to leave the digital world, with the addition of various main characters speaking encouragement, as you do in an SRW. They're just pasted in there, giving life lessons and all that stuff. It's touching.
So, like-
Everyone's having a
so,
little
like-
bit of a cry.
So like the end of Evangelion for Shinji.
Yeah. And, Akane overcomes her doubts. Everyone celebrates. Akane leaves. But the main villain of the game, of SRW as a whole, comes down and goes, "You saved Akane, but there's one more person who retreated into this digital world to escape their doubts." And, Gridman
Oh.
plot's resolved.
It latches onto them. Oh.
Yeah, the Gridman's plot's resolved. So the question of who it is just hangs over the game for like 5 or 6 stages. Until you get to a stage and like all of a sudden CCA in 1 Year War Char appears. But Quattro is
Oh.
still on your team.
Oh.
The last pitch, the Quattro that's been with you the entire game, is post Zeta Quattro, who is isekai into the world of SRW, racked with guilt and doubt after watching Camille break down after his attack on what's his name, and after being defeated by Haman. Quattro's doubt and guilt manifests as the two Chars, his past and his potential future. And he must decide if he wants to either continue his life as Quattro and overcome his doubts, or succumb and become Char's counterattack Char.
It's all right, Quattro. The accident wasn't your fault.
Literally.
Wake up. Literally, isn't it?
Yeah, like you all went kind of grand with your digital world pitch, Now I went hyper focused.
You
There is
hyper
one
focused.
other person who's stuck in this digital world. It is a Char.
Hmm. And I would love it if during the whole game he's weirdly happy and actually like talks normally to Camille. And it's
And
not like,
like,
have you heard of a man named Char Aznable?
yeah, Char's plans oddly go well for some reason. Everyone's like, you're not failing enough to be Char, but that just means you're Quattro now. Yay. And they don't know what
I'm a
that
Quattro now,
actually
Char. He's going back. So was the final scene a live action person of somebody in Quattro cosplay
Yeah,
walking
waking
out of
up
the
from their
Yakushiki's
bed
cockpit?
in a
Getting out of the Yakushiki's cockpit from Yeta Zeta.
yeah, and instead of like the music video from Gridman where it's real life Akane out and about, it's a live action Char set to Beyond the Time, having a getting on with his life, standing across the road from other bespectacled mysterious men who he can hang out with and be friends with.
Also, he's
No.
illustrated like that illustration that has Mark Hamill Camille.
He goes up to actual Camille who's in a hospital and it's just Mark Hamill Camille.
Yeah.
No, actually, when he wakes her from the cockpit, it's him waking up at the beginning of Double Zeta because Judo found his cockpit instead of what Yazan's,
Oh, that is a good one.
so that he's able to make things right in the next world.
So
Give Judo a good life.
that is my final pitch. It's okay. My final
is-
pitch. It's okay, Char. You can be Quattro. The accident wasn't your fault.
Save Quattro, my final message.
Change the world. Goodbye.
Gig, I was expecting a little more, actually. I thought it was going to be a little more unhinged, but that's still pretty unhinged.
It's not grand unhinged, it's the thing. It's microscopic, hyper-focused, laser precision unhinged.
It's very much focused in on your brainworms.
Yeah.
Very
I
specific.
like it though.
I'd accept it if there's one stage afterwards where we have an epilogue with him meeting all the characters in the real world, and he sets everything right.
Yeah, that'll be part of the ending, where it's like everyone else is going on to this, the ending Gridman, the digital world becomes a real world in a way. But Char and Akane are like getting ready to leave, and it's all emotional. And then
Yeah.
like you go artsy with the ending, where like one scene is Akane going on for life, the other one is Char going on with his life. And because Akane's literally just the regular ass real world, and Char is fucking UC, it's a fucked up weird dichotomy.
Oh, well, you could have it so Kane's just a girl in the UC timeline.
I do
Well,
not
on a
want it.
colony somewhere.
I would not wish the UC world on Akane, even if she is kind of a jerk.
Nah, well, it'll be nice UC world, because Char will own up to his responsibility, he'll take over Xeon, he'll make it, he'll lead it in a place where he doesn't commit war crimes. Then, he gathers power from the Federation, and he makes the world a better place.
The happy ending, weird,
Yeah, it's a happy
bizarre
ending.
ass happy ending.
Alternatively, you could make it so we go Quattro the Hyper Agent, where it becomes a Gridman,
That's
Yeah.
also good.
like Auntie. But I guess Auntie's a robot computer thing, so it doesn't really work, but it'd still be funny. I accept your pitch, Gig. It's pretty good. What do you think, Adam?
No, I like it. I do like it. It is accepted.
That was. We all escalated to a place, and I like it.
Escalate immediately to computers.
Like we all is. I did not expect all three of us would have a last pitch that is unhinged about the digital world.
Because it made me think about SRW30 and how the fuck are they going to handle a plot of SSS Gridman?
I mean, Gridman's
Yeah,
probably going
that's
to be
the thing I'm most interested.
Gridman's gonna be like probably the lead series.
Because
So
you saw those
everything-
Gridman
everything
animations.
else
They
is
put a lot
probably-
of money in those.
Yeah, they did.
Everything else is gonna be built around Gridman.
Well, it's just like at stage 46, Akane's like, goodbye, everybody, and she leaves like, where'd she go? She's in a better place.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
And then you get one live action shot of her staring at a computer screen where SRW is playing.
She puts in a action replay and gives everyone unlimited health in a pilot point.
Mm-hmm. She gives everybody like 200 will.
I do want to see where like the plot goes, because Grandpa Gundam's in this, but we also have Char's counterattack going. So
oh yeah,
that's part of me bringing in like 1 Year War Char as part of like Char's guilt and doubt, just because it's like, oh wait, I don't have to just use CCA Char as bad guy. I could just bring original gloaty weirdo Char in too.
I imagine the main Sion villains are just going to be the sleeves from NT. Oh, I forgot fucking Zoltan's going to be in this game.
And hey, that also clears the participation of CCA, because that's not unit only.
Nope. I just want with my Digimon pitch everybody to get their own Digimon. I think it'd be cool. Where Harrow's a Digimon and he digivolves into a Gundam.
Digivolve into Haro Gundam.
That was 9 pitches. From sliding scale of plausible to batshit. Thank you, gentlemen.
They were all kind of batshit.
For helping each other indulge in our brainworms for this game that we are all excited for. And hopefully doesn't disappoint us in any way, shape, or form.
I hope not. I paid $104 for this game.
Look at this
I just
sucker.
really
I only
like Super
paid
Robot
84.
Wars, okay?
I like Super. I didn't get the Ultimate Edition. I got the one below that because I can just get my own custom music. I'm not a chump.
I'm gonna admit I was just lazy.
Well, Mom's gonna make a music pack. You can just download that.
Yeah, you're right. Oh well. Do it. Go back on it now.
You don't have to go through the hoops anymore. It's all your files on your computer. You have to get a USB drive or anything.
Yeah. Oh well. I want to support the series, so I'm willing to pay the money.
Everybody, SRW 30 out the 27th of October. Buy it, please.
Yeah, you should buy it. We should get these physically on the consoles.
Band Presto, sponsor us. Pay me.
Bamco, please. We won't talk shit about your bad logo for at least a week.
I mean, if you give us if you slide me personally $50, BB Studio, I will not insult your parent company. Bandai Namco, if you slide me $50, I will still slander you because I'm about that hustle.
Yep.
Buy me $500 and maybe I'll actually buy Jump Force in earnest.
No. We are not going that far for our love for SRW.
No, I'll play Jump Force. If you give me a free copy of SRW, I'll play through Jump Force.
Okay. Well, in that case, like Gruda said, Super Wars 30 out on October 27th. As we are recording this right now, is the 1st of October, so who knows? PV3 might drop and prove one of our pitches correct. But if they don't, who cares? Because it's not what we thought was going to happen, it's what we wanted to happen. And what we wanted to happen was pretty fun to think about. So, I'm Gig.
I'm Garuda.
I'm Adam.
And thank you for whoever poor schmucks we trick into listening to. Thank you very much, and everyone have a
name
safe
searches
and happy day.
Super Wars on your podcast app. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.